Advice by Character Bar 214. I think my parents are cheating on each other. How do I go about this? My parents have had relationship issues before I was born. I'll overshare for the sake of this post. My dad has three sons of a woman who he hasn't been married to but to a while, and my mom has one son and one daughter with two different men. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Uh, I don't mean to call the Lord's name in vain, man, but this is bad. This is real bad. My parents married each other about Oh, sorry, I'm not doing the voice. My parents married each other about over 18 to 20 years ago and had me a few years later. I'm a minor still. Since I can remember, my parents fought at least once a month when I was little. But as I've entered my teens, they've been on and off to the point where I can't tell if they are talking to each other or not. The past 3 years, they've broken so many things that belong to each other. My mom hasn't slept in their bed, and they've ruined every holiday like Christmas or specifically all of my birthdays. That's really funny. Tonight, I was left home alone for a little while before my dad leaves work in the afternoon. But before he left, he told me to ask my mom what time she would get home after her meeting. I texted her at 7:13 p.m. and if she was on her way at 7:20, she responded yes. So my dad left thinking my mom would be home soon. Around an hour passes and she still isn't home. Around 7:57, I call her twice and she doesn't answer. Then I call her around 9:04 and she actually picks up and says that she's on her way. Her voice is very slurred and she's slow to respond. I asked if she's been drinking and she said yeah. She ends up getting home around 9:49 on the phone with someone. When I heard her conversation from my room, it sounded very dirty. I felt gross listening, but I wanted to know who she was talking to. It was a man voice and she kept asking at the end of the conversation, "You're going to delete my number, right?" repetitively. My mom and dad have fought about cheating before, mostly accusing each other. My dad had had instances too, but I don't know much about that. But I always hear my mom talk about things she's done and felt, and I wish I'd never heard it. Jesus Christ, you're hearing your mom talk about other guys she slept with? That's horrible. How do I go about this? Do I tell my dad even though he's already pretty mad at her for something? I feel guilty knowing and not doing anything, but I also feel pity my mom a little. I want to address her, but I don't know if it'll be appropriate. I don't even know if they're finally getting a divorce. It's been so many years and nothing has changed. I don't want to ask how do I move on, but more like how do I go about life without having this affect me so much. They're my parents, I see them almost every day. I don't know if anybody would care to respond, but any advice is appreciated. Yeah, your parents are both dickheads, dude. Move out. Move out. Oh wait, he's a minor. Escape from home, I guess. Okay, next one, because I don't care about that one. I still somewhat attached to my ex. I don't know how to detach. My ex broke up with me back in August 2025, and I've hit rock bottom, but I've been building myself back up. But I'm still somewhat attached to her, and I want to know how I can detach. Yeah, because it's been 5 months ago. Do you have any contact with her? We go to the same school. We go to the same school, and she tries to talk to me about her. PL? What does that stand for, Poland? Okay. Next one. Marriage at 22. I'm in my early 20s, and I have recently become interested in old Hollywood films, and it has influenced my kind of to want to marry now. I'm not the type of person who loves the idea of love. Like, I never felt loved by my family, and I've never been in a relationship. Jesus, these people are screwed up, dude. They've never been in a relationship. I told myself this year, I will start dating for the experience and hopefully marriage. I don't want to marry anyone, but I know what kind of guy I would feel comfortable dating and marrying. Oh, it's a girl. Also, I've been actively working on not complaining, on not comparing myself to celebrities too, or other people in general, relationships and in general. But anyway, another part of me wants to marry for security, especially since I don't have the best relationship with my family, who I'm actively working on distancing myself from, and giving dating a chance, and stop being so scared. I don't know if anyone has had a similar experience or going through something similar, but advice would be great. Do you think early 20s is too young for marriage? Any dating advice for a beginner? Any stories? Just please be respectful, please. Smiley face. An expert advice giver says, don't rush into anything you aren't fully ready for. Expert advice giver 10, Dennis Ultima. Well, Dennis Ultima seems to have the right opinion on this one. I won't budge any further. Okay. Other threads. Is my DF using his time away from me to seek others? Is this normal? Why am I scared of showing emotions? Oh, this person says, I'm 20F and an INTJ. Why do I hate confronting people? Because I feel like they owe me nothing, and if I do confront, it would seem like I GAF or I care, which is why I don't. What to do about it? Nothing. You're an INTJ. As we talked about earlier, like there's various personality archetypes, and depending on whether you're doing writing or you're talking about psychology of people, which these people clearly need psychological help. It depends. It varies on the type of person that you want to be and the type of person you want to become. I'm turning 20 this year and I'm so lost in life. Meal suggestions. Does anyone know an easy way to make money at home that actually works? Mom isn't willing to let me go to school for what I want. How do I proceed from a situationship turned relationship? I'm a college freshman in Boston. Well, you already live in Boston, you're screwed. How to minimize or possibly stop the usage of modern technology? Oh, my friends hate me, please. Oh, it's a 16F. How do you. Oh my god. Oh, I just stumbled upon the best one. There's a thread here that says, how do you clean a dildo that hasn't been cleaned in months? I know, it sounds gross, but listen, I'm a very forgetful person, and I forget things I don't use often, and I used it months ago, and when I got done, my roommate had already came back home, and I put it away and forgot about it. Is there a way to clean it without my roommate knowing about it or seeing it? Usually I just take it with me when I shower and clean it with soap and water while I shower, but with it having been months, I think I need to do more, so any advice? What? So what even is the problem? Okay, this person used it months ago, and when they got done, their roommate had already come back home, so they just put it away and forgot about it. And they want to clean it. It hasn't been cleaned in months. They haven't used it in months, allegedly. Okay, it's a throwaway account that was made 10 minutes ago. How do you clean it? Just ask ChatGPT. What are you talking about? Somebody put honestly just buy a new one at this point. Some materials are porous, and we don't know if there's mold or bacteria living in the material now. Yeah, well, you can shove that up your thing as well. I mean, if oh God, mold and bacteria in your. Anytime I need to lose faith in humanity, just so you guys know, I go to r/advice. Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to ask about something I read below. So I've been in college for a little over 2 years, but majoring for computer science, but I've only taken one general tech class and two programming classes. Is this normal? Did I just mess up my schedule somehow? Also, I haven't gotten any internships. How could I work on doing that? I haven't been passing all my classes. My GPA is great, but I don't know if I'm not applying myself. Okay, so this person is talking about GPA. Yeah, it's normal if you're majoring if you've been in college for a little over 2 years, so I'll assume like since around 2024, and you're majoring in computer science, but you've only taken one general tech class and two programming classes, that's normal. Because a lot of the curriculum that you're going to deal with early in school is your general state curriculum, which is stuff like math and biology and stuff like that. It doesn't really have anything to do with your chosen major. Somebody put, I will make an appointment with college counselor or college advisor, which is an excellent piece of advice if they did anything, and talk to what is driving your anxiety about your progress. Yeah, except ask them like a million questions so that you know what they're talking to you about. Okay. Me and my boyfriend broke up 2 days ago. Would it be stupid for me to try to text him and work stuff out? Oh my god, this is amazing. Sorry, this is going to be long, lol, but we had been getting in little arguments a lot over a week. Almost all his fault. And they really were almost all his fault. He hasn't been treating me well, putting in barley any effort into our relationship, and just acting like a total asshole to me. I was at his house and he was acting really rude to me, so I said some stuff back and he told me to fucking leave then. So I did, and when I was driving home, I called him and he basically said he thinks we should break up, and me being upset, I agreed and said he would regret the way he treats me, then hung up the phone. I get home shortly after and saw that he's blocked me on Instagram and Snapchat and removed their Insta post, but his location's still on for me on Find My iPhone. Last night I saw his location at some college dorms. He doesn't associate with anyone from this college, and I've never seen him there in my life. I felt like he was hooking up with some girl or some shit. I'm getting crazy. He pops up in my mind every 5 seconds. I obviously don't want to break up with him. I love him so, so much. We've been together for almost 3 years. But he's just been acting so mean recently, and he's really not a bad boyfriend, and I don't want to make him look like one. But recently he has been, to be honest. Should I wait longer to message him? I don't want to have to text him first because I'm not the one who did anything wrong. I will admit I've been giving him a bad attitude and being on his ass about the way he's been acting, but I wouldn't have a fucking attitude if he would just act right in the first place. Please give me some advice on what to do. I'm trying so hard not to text him because I know I shouldn't. It's only been 2 days, and I literally haven't done anything to him. I don't get why you'd block me. We've been together for basically 3 years. You don't just break up with someone like that and go fucking hook up with some chick. I don't know if he really was, but I have a strong feeling. If you have a strong feeling, then and he's being an asshole to you, then why do you want to get back? Okay, this whole thing is a joke. I just want to work things out with him and have a talk, but maybe it's too soon. Maybe I should give him some time to think about his actions and maybe realize he's been so rude and repeated with me. Okay, so now I'm opening up ChatGPT and let's see. Okay, so analyze every single psychological issue the person writing this post probably has in one sentence or less.